our student body is quite diverse, as you can imagine. So we got 33% of students who speak English as an additional language. And majority of our students are Urdu and Punjabi speakers. However, we've got about 37 languages being spoken in our school. So we have few other languages that are quite rare, like Shona and Persian or Yoruba. So I'll just go to the presentation. So if it's not working, oh, there we go. Okay. So we run induction program for our new to English and early acquisition students. This program is 1 week, and students learn basic skills during this program. So language of classroom or school survival language. They are introduced as well to our main staff, their classroom teachers, their coaches or tutors, the head teacher, their year manager, the attendance team, so that if they need to do anything or if they struggle with anything, so they know where to go. As well, we show them around the school how to find a classroom, where is canteen, where is library. We have a library session during this induction program to show them where they can't find the books and how to take them out of the library if they want to take them home. Then during the induction program, they prepare a presentation about themselves. Then this presentation is used later on during like a parent event, but I will talk about that later. During this program as well, students who are new to English or early acquisition are assessed during this program. So they just write basic assessments or a CATS test. For the assessments, I use the assessments from the Leeds City Council. As well, I use a Bell Foundation assessment tracker to assess the students. So when I gather all the information about the students, about their background, I send an email to all the staff with the proficiency levels of the students and some classroom strategies that they can use in their lessons. At this point, towards the end of the 1 week induction program, those students are allocated a buddy or a young interpreter, because we use a young interpreter scheme, which I recommend for everyone to use. So after the 1 week induction, students are introduced to mainstream classes and they're put on their mainstream timetable. However, they are still supported in the lessons and they're taken out of the lessons for intervention. Unfortunately, it's once a week for the students, and it's due to lack of resources and stuff. So for our students who are Band C and D, we still have some support, and there is a form of homework club that they can come anytime after school and do their homework or go over anything that they struggle with. So I've mentioned a young interpreter scheme already. So I absolutely love this program, love this scheme. So we run it once a year, usually beginning of the year, the first term. So we have like a pool of new students, usually from year 7, of who are interested in other years, but usually from year 7s. So then we have ongoing, rolling a pool of students that we can use for a buddy scheme. So they then act, the young interpreters, when they're trained, they act like buddies to new arrivals, and they help out during apparent events and maybe the displays or around the classroom, around the school as well. Cool. So we've got multilingual competitions. I've entered in the past mother tongue, other tongue with my students. This competition is run by Manchester Metropolitan University, and is a really good event if you want to promote multilingualism, or promote a pride in students' first language. That is a good way to do that. I've even done a display for this year in the library for this competition. So I've mentioned that the students, during their 1 week induction, they write a presentation about themselves, and that is then presented during apparent information events that I usually run twice a year, depending on the new arrivals or how many new arrivals we have during a year. So it's usually one in October and then one towards the end of a year, like June. So during this event, parents are invited, and they get information about the school, homework, best person to contact, attendance team or year manager is introduced, and they get information about ABA and parent pay. So these events are for for parents of the EAL students who we have come during our school year. The students present their presentation about themselves, so that kind of teaches them a little bit of oracy and self-confident communication and presentation skills, so which is nice. As well, I didn't put it on the slide there, but we've organized heritage language GCSEs as well, as probably many of you do in your schools. And we do have after school Urdu and Punjabi extracurriculum lessons every week, so twice a week. The students have the opportunity to come and study their maybe first language, or it might not be first language. We've had students who joined the Urdu and Punjabi lessons just out of curiosity and try to learn those languages. That's about it, what we do at Priesthorpe for new to English students, or students who speak English as an additional language. So I'm just going to stop sharing now, or I could leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there for a minute.
If you have any questions about anything, I could answer.
Thank you, Daniela. That's absolutely brilliant. It's so encouraging to hear of all those things you do. I've been in, I think, 3 secondaries this week in Bradford, and none of them have new to English or English as additional language provision yet, and are on the cusp of sort of just setting stuff up. So these sorts of things, and just sharing what works, I think, and what's sort of been tried and tested by your fellow kind of neighbour schools, I think is such a valuable recommendation. Has anybody else use young interpreters, that young interpreter scheme in their school on the call? Nope. Great. Have a look at that. I've certainly never heard of Lister Park, Ralph says. Yeah, you've used that. Oh, that's good. I've never heard of mother tongue, other tongue.
Yeah, mother tongue, other tongue. It's really, I think there is one run by Sheffield University, but we always apply for the one in Manchester. So that's one to look at. It's quite good. Yeah, and then they have a celebration that you can then take at the end of a year, that you can take the students to, and they have their workshops poetry workshops. So how it works is that the student either enter the mother tongue, which is they use a poem or a song from their mother tongue, and then describe it in English, why they chosen it, why is it important to them. And then the other tongue is they can enter actually whoever studies the language, but they have a limited languages, so they usually have the French and Spanish and German, but they have others as well.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I've dropped in the chat the link for Mother Tongue, Other Tongue, and the
Oh,
link
perfect.
for Young Interpreters. But we can, as I said, we'll pass all this round anyway. If you have New to English or EAL coordinators in your school that you think any of this would be relevant for them to hear, if that's not your particular role in school, do feel free to pass them on. Ralph says there's no GCSE in Slovakian.
No, it's not. No, there's limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not in Romanian either, or Czech. That it's my first language, but yeah, there are many others that you can. There's one in Polish.
Okay.
I know it doesn't. It's not
That's great. Has anybody else got any other questions other than me? Or comments? Yeah, Amira. Oh, hello, Amira. I'm not sure I've said hello to you. Linking Network. Great to see you. Hi.
Hi. I was just wondering, what are the main differences, or are there the main differences that you see in children who feel very supported in learning English, and not just supported at the beginning, but through the progress? How does it, sorry, through their school life, how does it seem to impact them at school?
all right. Well, they got more confidence, I think. They pick up the if they got the basic skills of English, or if they learn English alongside, because if students are new to English, it's a massive task to take on, because they need to learn the language that they don't understand and the curriculum at the same time. So you kind of give them a bit of a leg up if you can tutor them in that second language, if they can understand a bit more. They need to collect loads of vocabulary. It is, I think, the rapid. There's a rapid progress in the first 2 years. You can see them really coming on, but then there's a bit of a plateau around the C and D band of thing, because of they can grasp the social skills very quickly with their friends and everybody. However, then the academic side of it is a bit trickier, which then in terms of the EAL provision, that needs to be put in practice, that they need to focus more on academic writing.
Would you say it has a big impact on them maybe socializing with other groups of children at the school?
Yeah, as well, because especially if I've got like a year 8 group that they always come together for intervention, and during lunches and breaks they are usually together, this group of students, which they probably wouldn't otherwise, because they're completely from a different countries, from a different backgrounds, and they probably wouldn't be together or wouldn't be friends, but they feel like they got their supportive group of that they're in the same boat as you would say. Yeah.
Okay, really interesting. Thanks.
Thank you.